Join me for a 15-minute beginner's flow. This class has been carefully constructed to include both stretching and strengthening of the whole body. All you need is yourself and your mat. Hello and welcome to Asana with Jess. Starting in our easy pose, legs crossed, hands on the knees, either gazing down or closing your eyes. Taking some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Gently open your eyes now and make your way into a tabletop position. Hands in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Draw an inhale in, drop the ribs, gaze forward, arching through the spine for cow. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round through the back for cat. Inhale, arching the spine for cow, and exhaling, tucking the chin into the chest for cat. Moving through this movement in your own time. And returning your back to a neutral position. Bring the hands slightly forward, bend through the elbows and press the chest down to the floor. Ground the elbows, lift the chest up, gazing towards the ceiling for our baby cobra. If it is within your practice, press your weight into your hands, lifting the chest all the way up this time for a full cobra. Feeling a deep release through the lower back. Bend the elbows, pressing the chest down to the mat once more, grounding the knees, and pressing yourself back into a child's pose. Roll through to a tabletop position, tuck the toes under, engage the core and inhale. On your exhale, lift your knees off the mat just slightly, hovering above. Then press your hips to the sky, keeping your knees bent. This is step 1 of our downward dog. If it is within your practice, you can extend through the knees, straightening the legs. You can even bend one knee at a time to warm the hamstrings and the calf muscles up. Now release through the ankles, pressing the heels towards the mat. Engage your shoulders too, pressing them away from your ears and pinning the shoulder blades together by really pressing into those hands. This is a full body pose. Inhale and gaze toward the top edge of your mat. Step one foot through to a low lunge, followed by the other foot, coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Rest your hands on your legs or let them hang loose, making sure to bend from the hips rather than arching through the back. Exhale, and on your inhale, bend through the knees and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, drawing the hands into the sky and down to heart center. Inhale, and on your exhale, draw the hands into the sky, coming into a forward fold. Taking the right foot and placing it behind the left foot towards the left edge of your mat. Roll the right foot onto the right side and walk your hands to the left of the mat. Bend through the left knee, straighten through the right knee. Walk the hands back to center and untangle your feet. Slowly roll back up to standing, and we'll take this on the other side. Come back into a forward fold. This time left foot comes to the right behind the right foot, rolling the left foot onto the left side and walking your hands to the right, straightening through that left knee, bending through the right knee, feeling a stretch down the left IT band this time. Walk the hands back to center, untangle the feet, and slowly bending through the knees, roll up to standing. Roll down into a forward fold, ground the hands and step one foot back into a low lunge, followed by the other foot. Rolling through to a plank position and taking this on your knees, bending through the elbows, pressing up into our upward facing dog. Exhale, push the hips to the sky and untuck the toes for downward dog. Tuck the right knee into the chest and place that foot between the hands. Bend into the right knee and lift the hands into the sky for your crescent lunge, making sure both feet are pointing towards the short edge of your mat. Inhale, and on your exhale, turn the left foot to face the long edge of your mat and bring your arms out wide, continuing to bend into the right knee for our warrior two. Right elbow comes to right knee, left arm comes over the head, gazing up underneath the left armpit for our extended side angle. Left arm now comes to the back of your leg and the right arm comes above your head, gazing up underneath the right armpit. And bring your arms back to center. Straighten the right knee and tip towards it like a teapot, right hand coming to right ankle, left arm coming above the head, drawing a straight line from hand to hand. A yoga block here is optional to rest that right hand on. Draw the left hand down to the mat and turn the left foot so that it is now facing the short edge of your mat on a 45-degree angle. Square off the hips, pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward, bending towards the right knee for our pyramid pose. Once again, yoga blocks here are optional. Bend into the right knee, place the hands on the mat and step back into a plank, flowing through your chaturanga. Knees to the mat, bending through the elbows and pressing up into a cobra. Exhale, hips to the sky, untucking the toes for downward dog. This time tuck the left knee into the chest, placing that foot between the hands, bending into the left knee, bringing the hands into the sky for crescent lunge on the other side this time. Making sure both feet are pointing towards the short edge of the mat. Inhale, and on the exhale, turn the right foot to face the long edge of your mat and bring the hands out wide for Warrior Two, continuing to bend into the left knee. Left arm comes to left knee, right arm over the head, gazing up underneath the right armpit for extended side angle. And right arm comes to the back of the right leg, left arm over the head, gazing up underneath the left armpit for reverse warrior. And bring the arms back to center, Warrior Two. Straighten through the left knee, tip towards it like a teapot, left hand coming to left ankle, right arm over the head for our triangle pose. Bring the left hand to the mat, framing the left foot. Turn the right foot so that it is facing towards the short edge of the mat on a 45-degree angle. Straighten through both legs, tipping towards the left knee for pyramid pose. Bend into the left knee and press it back into a plank position. Flow through your chaturanga, either on your knees or on your toes. Upward facing dog. Plant the knees and press back, tucking the toes under and sitting the hips on your heels. Intertwine your hands behind you and pull the shoulder blades together. Fold forward, pulling your hands above you, trying to imagine tipping them over your head for a deep stretch through the shoulders. If it is easier, you're welcome to untuck your toes and press your forehead on the mat for a child's pose, but keeping your hands intertwined above your head. Release the fingers, bringing your hands by your sides, palms facing up, for a restorative child's pose. When you are ready, slowly lift your torso up and bring your legs out in front of you. Flexing the toes, bending from the hips, not the back, tilt towards the toes for a seated forward fold. With every exhale, try and reach a little bit closer towards the toes. Touching the toes if you can. Very slowly release the toes and roll yourself back up. Making sure there is enough room behind you, lower your back to the mat. Separating the feet and having the palms facing up for the last pose of today's class, Shavasana. Now is your time to thank your body with gratitude, remembering how you felt before today's class and how you feel now. Rest the body and the mind. Start to bring some life into the body now by wiggling your fingers and toes, perhaps opening your eyes, tucking the knees into the chest and rolling onto your side in a fetal position. And pressing your way up, coming into the pose we started our class in, easy pose. Taking a brief moment here to feel your heart beating. Inhale, drawing the hands up above, and exhale, drawing them down to center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.